We're live. Sorry I'm late. Had some business to attend to. Had a late dinner tonight with the family. We had not a spring concert, pop concert tonight for my oldest at the school. So, just running a little behind. How's it going, everybody? We're gonna sit out with the Cavs tonight and do our live. I think I woke them up from their peace and quiet. So, oh well. Oh. Hi, how you doing, Erica? Here's you see the Cavs. They're say hi. Say hi. This one's Big D. And then we got Nitro. Oh, what are you doing, buddies? Love calving season. Yeah, calving season's pretty cool. But actually, these calves were purchased. Seth, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Nice and warm out here tonight. Probably a balmy 8 degrees. Can't complain though because spring is on its way. I feel it. Jerry Hill, how's it going? Cavs look great. Yeah, they do. Say hi, guys. They're not bashful. Are you bashful? No. Yeah, I think I woke these guys up. Normally I do my Thursday night lives out here. Hi, Ted. I won't be here for long, but I figured I'd just stop to say hi. Clayton, how's it going, buddy? Tom Jones, hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. What's new with everybody tonight? Not a whole lot here. Just same old, dealing with the cold weather, the snow. Rocky Run Angus Ranch. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Rocky Run Angus Ranch, not Rocky Hill Angus Ranch. That's no problem. Brenton? I think it's Brenton. I believe. That's no problem, man. That's awesome that you're taking the big leap and doing the YouTube thing. That's great. It's nice to see another beef farm on here, and I really like your operation. So, Jerry Hill. I'm also from Thumb, Michigan. Michigan. A lot of guys from Michigan. A lot of guys. We might have a little trouble with this stream tonight. Who knows? Maybe due to the checked out your YouTube recommendations. Both great. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, both channels are really good. Tom from TNR Angus, he's a really, really good guy. I'm glad that I've met him. Jackie, hello. How's it going, buddy? Can you see your breath where you're at? We can hear. Seth, I record with my Samsung Galaxy S8 phone. I'll be honest with you, I don't think anytime soon I'm going to switch to a camera of any sort or a GoPro. Just because the phone is always readily available, and they're sucking on my fingers. They did get fed tonight, I promise. Rowdy Yates. Rowdy, how's it going? Rowdy Yates. That name sounds familiar. I believe you're the last one that I think Ben shouted you out to start a channel. Am I correct? Yep, Jackie, it's 70 degrees. Yeah. Whew. Hey, I choose to live here, so. Everybody get to know each other. Like I said earlier, that's what this is all about. This is just a big group meeting. Everybody talks about whatever they want to, and 20 here in Michigan. Yeah, hopefully we're supposed to have a decent weekend. And then Sunday night is our next storm. And then looks like we're going to have 3 or 4 days into the teens next week. And then we're going to be heading for our warm-up. And I believe it's going to be a gradual incline. I believe that'll be the last of Mother Winter. Mother Nature might be done messing with us. Ralph, how's it going, buddy? I saw you all over the place today. There was a couple live streams, and I popped in, and Ralph was always there. Oh, maybe this was a bad idea. I figured the calves would just lay down, but they're not. They're sucking my fingers and everything else. Huh. All right, let's see. I'm going to catch up on some comments quick. I want to start posting on my channel about fishing and hunting and working on the farm. Seth, there's a lot of people out there that are very interested in all those categories. Farming, fishing, hunting, kind of go along, really. So, like I said, if you're interested in doing it, I mean, it's so simple. You push the record button on YouTube, you record something on it and transfer it over however, and download it. And that's all there is to it. It's really simple. Trying to get this load of horse pee off. Nice. Heat wave up here today too. We're close to 20, above 0. Deep freeze for the weekend again though. Yep. So basically your deep freeze is headed our way, and we're supposed to be getting it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Eric, good evening. How's it going, buddy? Just out here with the calves. I'll actually flip the camera around and just be easier. Say hi, guys. Here's Nitro. He's checking my chair out. We got Big D. That's nothing to do with the chair. He just wants me. Then we got the kitty cats. They're wondering too because they've been laying underneath this heat lamp. And they've actually, my oldest came out to do chores tonight, and he said the cats were actually nestled up in one of the bellies of one of the boys. Thought that was kind of funny. It's a little chilly down here in Louisiana, 70 degrees. Horse peas is beer. Oh, see, I didn't know that lingo. I know now. Ralph's hauling beer. You can make a stop here and drop some off if you're trying to get rid of it. We'll find a good home for it. So what else is everybody up to tonight? Tom, I like beer. Yes. It's my relaxing agent. Drop some off here. Ralph, you're going to be a busy guy tonight because you're going to get a lot of customers. Rowdy eating nachos. We had just a really quick there we go. Sorry guys. We had just a really quick dinner basically because we had that concert, so we got home late, so we just threw something together really quick, had dinner with the boys, and they're up getting their baths and getting ready for bed. Um, okay, that was why some of you guys are here. We'll discuss the. Is anybody interested in soil and water? Because after I met with that guy, what was it, yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Oh, stay away. um, that was probably one of the most interesting meetings I've ever had with anybody about the farm here. Um, I learned a lot and a lot of really good ideas. He actually kicked me down a notch, which I'm glad he did because you know how I've been talking about frost seeding over there in the pastures and doing stuff like that. And basically, he just put it this way. He goes, you don't want to put the cart before the horse." Basically, he goes, "You want to get your paddocks set up the way you want it with the water to all of them before you start dumping money into your ground cover. Because basically, if you're not set up for a good rotational grazing program, they're just going to demolish it and it's going to go to waste." So, and it made very, very clear sense to me. So, as soon as weather breaks, like I said, I'll have talk to him again and have a really good plan with him, and gonna start working on fence over there. I think pretty much we're gonna keep all the perimeters and the border fences all together. I just got to get some kind of temporaries set up. Well, where the heck did that cat come from? Whew, that's an ugly looking thing. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm rambling on and I ain't even paying attention to your comments. Mark Cornell. Sorry, buddy. Agwild Deer Park. Hey, I didn't even realize you guys all stopped in. I've been rambling on, just going on and on about whatever. Let's see who else. Tom. TNR Red Angus. Tom, thank you for stopping in. I can't afford to eat my beef. I sell it and buy chicken to eat. You can't afford to eat your beef. That's the only beef that I'll eat is my beef. Hey, Tom. Hey, no problem, man. It's well deserved. You know, if I'm gonna sit in the tractor and freeze my butt off for 15 minutes and talk about somebody, it's gonna be well deserved. Like I said, you're a very very awesome individual, and like I said, I kind of relate to you, and I love what you're doing with your grandkids. I think that is super sweet. Tom, what happened though? I see you posted a video this evening, and I went to go watch it, and it said it was retracted. We have a problem down here with stray dogs getting baby cows. Really? Wow. Some mean dogs. Right, I saw the same thing, TNR. Eat what I raise. Beef and chicken. Yes. We did do meat chickens one year. That was a bad experience. We raised them up, right? You know, I think it was 7 weeks or something like that, maybe 8 weeks. We got them up to where they needed to go, but I had a really heck of a time trying to find somebody to butcher them. And I've never been involved in that process. Well, one of our Amish family friends, they they said that they would help us out, and I went and helped. And wow. I pulled in the driveway because we had already had the chickens there, and all I see is a couple chickens running around the driveway with their heads cut off. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know the first thing about butchering chickens. Well, I learned that night. First heifer calf today. Congratulations, Ag Wild. Calving's begun. Ag Wild, let me ask where you're at. Location wise. Yeah, I don't need a specific, just what state or whatever. I wish I could actually have earlier calving season, but due to our weather pattern that we normally have here, I just assume try to stay out of these really, really cold months. Just seems to be a little bit easier around here. Like I said, I'm like a little worried hen with these calves. You know, just I want to make sure. Oh, trying to get out. Come on. Kitty cats are coming. My camera lens keeps fogging up. Sorry, guys. No fog around me. Brad, hello. How's it going, buddy? Did you get all your shoveling done? Tell you what, I don't know. I felt bad. If you lived within 2 to 3 hours of me, I would have dropped everything and I would have been up there helping you. I know what it's like to shovel a roof off, especially when there's 4 feet of freaking snow. It sucks. There's nothing good about it. We got like 3 packs of stray dogs. I think they killed 5 or 6 cows. Wow. Ag Wild, Nebraska. So what kind of weather you guys get in Nebraska? The other reason I would like to calve early is it would give them calves an extra month on the ground before our target sell date. And they'd be able to maybe beef up that much more. They were calling for snow here next Wednesday. Woohoo! Yay! Gerald Farm's gonna get some snow. Yeah, I kind of laugh, but why spend all the money in plow equipment and everything that you need to take care of snow if you're going to get it once or twice a year? That and people that have lived there their whole life and they're not used to driving in that stuff. It's an art. It really is. Deer Park, you're buried in snow. I wouldn't say that we're buried at all. We went by one of the local VFWs today. We were out riding around, me and my compadre at work, and they had our yearly snow total, and our area is up to 194 inches, and really that's not a lot. We're usually well above 200. I think the record where we're at is like 290 something, but it just never came in big amounts at one time. It just 12 inches here, melt, 12 inches there, melt. I've seen more green grass this winter, I think, than I ever have in a long, long time. Jackie, they're cancel school. Well, they might as well join the club because my kids have had more school days off this year due to inclement weather than I think it's a record, actually, believe it or not. Whether it was because of blizzard conditions or that polar vortex that we got. You aborted the mission and cleared off the house roof and garage today. Yeah. That was a big roof. There was a lot of square footage to cover up there. And when you kept showing how deep that was, I was just like, oh my gosh. Stock up on milk and bread, Gerald or Jackie. He needs it. Missing out on the fun. Yeah, they would have fun down there. Maybe could put that conveyor for the rebaler in a reverse, and then back it down the driveway, and that'll kind of just shove the snow out of the way. Down here, people put their cows on the levee. People got like 150 to 200 cows each. Brad was that he posted about the farmer that fell through the shed roof while snow blowing. He got killed. Terrible thing. Oof. I hate hearing stuff like that. That's sad. 30-foot fall and the snowblower landed on him. Oh my God. No, that's bad. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Just trying to save his barn and that happens to him. That's sad. February broke an all-time record out here. Eastern Washington. Man, you guys out west have just been getting nailed this year. I feel bad for Ben, too. I watched his video today, and I just kept looking at them snow piles, and I'm like, holy crap. Kids off school equals kids doing chores. Yeah. Brad, a roof rake for the skid steer. Good idea. Really good idea. He's thinking about laying down. Yeah, I know. I'm cramping your guys' style. They're doing good as far as I know. Like I said, I'm not really sure what to look for. I mean, I have an idea when a cow's not feeling well. Usually you can just tell the difference. But they seem to be pretty happy. Big D's getting big. He's eating grain now regularly. I was surprised that quick. Nitro, he's just a spitfire. I think he burns so many calories. I think that's why he really ain't that big. So, what was I going to say? Oh, earlier I was talking about. Okay, what is it? They want to drink that beer. My wife would probably be really mad at me. But I always said I would love to have a goat that I could come out here and drink beer with. I've heard really cool stories about goats that like to drink beer. And if I had a goat that would drink beer, I'd come out here and sit with it every night and have at least one or two. Ted, average high this time of year is 40, but not this year. So everybody's weather patterns really screwed up. Guys, let's keep our fingers crossed that this ain't an inclination what our spring's going to be like. I got a lot of plans. I mean, I don't have to be doing tillage and putting row crops in and everything like you guys do. So let's keep our fingers crossed for you guys. But got a lot of outside work planned, and working out in the rain sucks. But if I have to do it, I will. Farmer Tyler Ranch. Tyler's in the house, guys. You know what kills a lot of farmers? They fall in silos, especially when soybeans are in them. Drunk fights with goats are fun. Dave Bradley. Excellent videos, Farmer Tyler Ranch. Yes, Farmer T. Tyler puts on some really good videos. He spends some time. He does a super job editing, and he is really educational. He knows his stuff, and he's sharing it with us all. His last video, I learned a little bit. So That happened a couple of months ago to a farmer down the road trying to get the beans out, and they fell on him. So, frozen beans, basically? They went into a bin when the beans were froze? How about some heat tape on the bottom of your roof, Brad? Never used it, so I don't know if it even works. Heat tape does work. Be honest with you, like if you run it on your eaves and stuff like that, especially if you're getting ice buildup, you really need to run a lot. You'll see in those infomercials and all that other stuff. You can run a little strand down your gutters or something, and it keeps them. No, you really need to run a lot of heat tape. Thank you, Dave, and you, Ted. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Jeff Raymond, been watching most of your LS been watching while you're doing your paperwork. Cool, Jeff. Hey, I'm glad you got your tractor back. Basically what I got to do is I got to get back into some of your past videos so I can watch that tractor in action. But I'm looking forward to seeing it in action this summer. And that combine, definitely. You don't see a lot of New Holland combines, especially around here. Basically, anybody's got a combine around here, and there's very few. There's not a lot of guys that do row crops, and if they do, they're really, really big, and everybody's got the Deeres. So most of your custom guys have the Deeres. That's pretty much all you see around here. Menards has roof tape cables that you can tape under the steel. I wonder how that would work. One suggestion, if you decide to put steel down, and I don't know if you've already had it done or whatever, but you can get that, I call it double bubble foil. Basically, it comes in like 4-foot wide rolls that are like 50 foot long. Lay that down first on top of your purlins before you put the steel down. Because the kinetic energy that gets when you get a little bit of sun, you think it melts and it falls off quick if you got a good pitch on your roof. Well, that stuff on that really, and it protects the sweating because steel really sweats. Mr. Raymond in the house. They were just trying to get beans to the middle of the pile on all sides, fell on them. They have a lot of dust like that. Yeah, I could see grain bins always kind of scared me a little bit. What really used to scare me when I worked at the feed mill? We had the tower, and they were wooden bins. They were 5 stories high, and it seemed like the distillers, I think it was the distillers grain, and gluten and something else would constantly freeze in the winter, and they'd send you up in there to shovel it because all you had was levers up ahead off of a steel chute on the bottom that you opened up, then dumped it into your cart, and then we weighed it for whatever we needed. But climbing up in those bins in the wintertime when everything was froze like that, trying to get it to fall down, I don't know how many times, I literally got sucked in up to my knees. It just instantly take you right down in. But it was a cool place to hang out too if you wanted to hide. They had a hell of a time trying to find you. Deer, Case, and Lexion out there. Those Lexion combines look pretty sweet. At one point in time, I was following Brian's farming videos or something, and they got those Lexions. I think that's what they are. And those seem like really nice combines. Jeff's doing paperwork to figure out how to pay for that tractor repair. Well, at least the combine's under warranty. So hopefully that's not one bill he's got to pay. I picked up 1 beer can today. Jeff, I'm going to do the cans too. Just got taxes done. Not good. I always wondered how taxes work for a bigger farm. I never hear anybody say, like they're getting a lot of money back or paying in. I've just always wondered, is there a lot of tax breaks for your bigger farms? Or does our government just sock it to you? You didn't spend enough money, Mark. Was the beer can full of cold beer? Has some ice in it. There, I think I can finally sit down. The calves have finally retired, I think. Oh. Harder tractors are John Deere, and cane harvesters are John Deere. There's a lot of John Deeres. You hire an expensive lawyer and tax accountant, and they tell you what you need to do. An expensive lawyer. There really ain't a whole lot to do with taxes here in this. I mean, it's just such a little hobby farm, basically. We got a little go to even be classified as a farm under whatever tax code it is. So, Logan, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Well, at least you can write off that repair next year. True. Very, very true. Checkbook says I spent enough. IRS says I need more. Tax time. I hate tax time. What is the current topic? Well, we're talking about farm taxes. I'm just rambling on. I don't know. We were earlier talking about some dogs killing calves. Grain bin failures, people getting hurt inside of them. No, not a whole lot. Just a real quiet night tonight. Like I said, I was running a couple minutes late on this live. We had, I got cats bugging me. Not a whole lot. Like I said, with the soil and water conservation guy, he really opened my eyes up to the possibilities. But like he said, my main concern right away, first thing, is to make sure that I'm able to get water to every paddock out there. Basically, what was going on over there is they were traveling through one to get to another to get to the water. We only had one source of water. And actually, water is going to be really easy to do there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay some black pipe right down one of the fence lines. And he had a really good idea where to split it off. And I'm going to have a backup. We're going to put 2 tanks because it basically, in the middle of that property is a hill. So everything flows from the top of that hill down each way. I'm going to get, I got 2 500-gallon tanks. And I'm going to set them up there. And we'll be able to gravity feed water in a worst case scenario. Basically, if the well goes dry there or something bad happens, at least I'll be able to have 1,000 gallons to gravity feed. So I got to concentrate on trying to make sure I get water to at least all 4 of the paddocks over there before I do anything. And then he's got some good ideas. He's going to shoot towards me for breaking up 2 of the pastures over there because they're kind of big. So that would make 6 and possibly 7 over there. And he thinks that I'll be able to get away with a 6 to 8 day graze after we get everything going. So, if you had some stripper poles and girls dancing, it would be exciting. Tell me about it. I'm going to get rid of 2 calves Saturday. You're going to get rid of some of your cows. How come? Everyone is getting off levy because of the stray dogs. Been going to free farm fertile meetings. Prices are high on fertilizer. Sounds like another fun year to grow crops. Yeah. What was it? I think it was Jeff Raymond. I think maybe this live stream, or I think it was the live stream that I held for frost seeding. Jeff was telling us that it's gone way up per acre to plant. Experienced fathers, how long do you let a baby cry before you tend to it? How old is your baby? And I don't know. It's hard to say, be honest with you. I can't remember because Bryce is 8 years old. He's my youngest. But it is kind of funny you mentioned that. We were talking about that the other day about letting them just stay in their crib and cry it off. And me and Melissa, my wife, were talking about the first time we brought Brady home. He's my oldest. He's 13. We kind of got to the house from the hospital, and we set Brady down in his car seat, and we both looked at each other, and we're like, what do we do now? And within a couple minutes, your parental instincts kick in, and from that point on, it was game on. All right, I'm falling back. Sorry, guys. We figure 50 more an acre for corn this year. But yeah, like I said, that just adds up. I mean, a lot. Holy crap. Like I said, obviously, if you're in row crops and you're doing this kind of thing, you're doing hundreds of thousands of acres. So prices like that are just. Did he give you a grazing stick? No, he didn't give me a grazing stick. Like I said, he's going to come back in 2 weeks, I think. We figured most of our snow would be gone, and we'd be able to see the grasses and stuff that we already have over there established in the pasture. And be a little bit warmer to walk around too. And he'll have everything jotted down on the GPS photos that he had for an idea on how to do the paddocks and temporary fencing. Depends when the last time she saw a tit or a diaper change. If recently, I'd wait a bit. See, Tyler, you can never go wrong with Brad's advice because he's absolutely right, too. He is absolutely right. I want to get a camera and start posting YouTube videos. I am thinking about getting a Canon. They're like 160. Seth, I suggest if you're really interested in posting YouTube videos, try one with your phone. Like I say, it don't have to be the greatest quality, if not, but just get your foot in the door, and it may be something you really like, and it might not be something you enjoy. I can see probably where some people, obviously would not enjoy doing this. Try one with your phone, post it, and see what you think. Yep, getting rid of 2 lesser ones. Feeding dead weight, basically. I am looking at getting back into goats. The cows are too slow paced for you. Depends on the tune of the cry. A little baby. Yep. Nitro's trying to drink my beer. I forgot who said, but the calves drinking the beer. A little baby. Our doctor said try something. If they're crying a lot, let them cry for a few minutes and regain sanity. Yeah. Basically, you just got to turn your head, put your earmuffs on, and let it go for a little bit. Because they will learn really quick what gets mommy and daddy's attention. Thanks, guys. Sorry. I know, off topic. No, absolutely not. Tyler, there's no topic going on here. You know how these go. These are the live streams that I have to play back to see what the topics are afterwards. Because I feel like I miss half of them. That's why I like these, because it's like I say, what did I say this morning? It's a big round coffee table where the old guy sitting at the coffee shop in the morning around the big round table. We're there at 6 every morning. We're the first ones. Actually, they probably gave us a key to the place because they know we were there early enough. And just talk about anything and everything. Town gossip. You know how it goes. Baby learning really fast on how to test you. Mark, you're absolutely right. You give an inch, they take a foot. Yes, Seth, I agree with Ted. My videos are 100% iPhone 8. There's coming from 2. Just before you get head over heels, because like I thought the same thing too. I was like, I want to finally take the jump to do YouTube. I'm gonna do this. I want to go get a camera. I want to go get a drone. I gotta get this. Gotta get that. And I don't know. I figured out how to do it on my phone. I had to watch 5 YouTube videos probably to figure it out. But I figured out how to do it, and everything. And I already had the account set up. I've had the account set up since 2012. Tyler, I didn't realize there was a set topic. Nothing wrong with asking questions. I remember the day my daughter came home. Man, I wasn't ready. Oh, well, Brad, did you hear? Like I said, when we came home with Brady 13 years ago, like I said, me and Melissa set him. I think we walked in the house and she stood there and we set him down in his car seat. He was sleeping, and we both looked at each other with that look of scaredness, and we just like, what the hell do we do? We're parents now. I guess we ain't going to the bar Friday night. But like I said, parental instincts kick in, and cows are a great example. When I first started doing this, I wondered, how the heck is that heifer gonna know what to do with that calf? How is that calf gonna know where to get its food? And it all played together, and Mother Nature works in mysterious ways. I have. Jan, thank you for stopping in, buddy. Good morning. Like your channel? Good quality shout outs. Good morning. Good morning. Jan, where are you from? I've watched your channel. I try to watch the videos that you post. You have an accent, so I don't know if you're from here or if you are over the pond. Give Nitro a little beer, and he'll go to sleep really quick. I don't know about that one. Like I said, he just got that wild side to him. No such thing as a stupid question, especially when you're asking about a baby. Yep, absolutely. especially being first time parents. I had so many questions. I was so thankful that my parents live right down the road from me. My mother was a blessing in disguise for both of us. Because my wife's mother wasn't anywhere as close, but she was always a phone call away. But my parents being down there have been wonderful for our situation here. The kids can run down the hayfield and they're at Papa and Mammer's house. I have almost a 2-year old that wants to cry about everything. Then she stops and walks away. Drives a guy freaking nuts. Don't let the baby sleep in your bedroom. You will go crazy. Yeah. That was one thing we were really disciplined with. Kicked them out many, many a times. You know, if they wanted to lay there for a half hour or something and chill out with mom and dad, I didn't mind it. But no more than that. It's my bed, my bedroom. You have your own. Get in it. One of those days, I go YouTube videos. Yes, Tom. I think because I looked up your channel the other day, I believe, and I see you didn't have any content for viewing, which there's nothing wrong with that. Um, I didn't realize, or I would have been doing it since 2012. I've been watching these YouTube videos forever. Like I said, I've had my account since 2012, but I never commented or anything like that on anybody's. I just watched the videos and wish I could talk to you guys. I didn't know how easy this was. Jaden Lacey Vlogs. I love your channel. Well, thank you very much. 69 Druth. Hello. I love hearing these stories. So it ain't just me. No. No, it ain't just you, buddy. It's amazing the animal instincts. I had goats and I thought that they would never make good mothers that make great mothers. Yeah, like I said, you know, if you're kind of new to the farming and didn't grow up around it like I did, you know, this was all just, I worried. I think the first year that I knew we were calving, I think we had 3 calves that year. I was a wreck. I was out here every free moment I had when I thought that they were going to have calves. And just, my wife's like, would you just leave them alone? Would you just calm down? And then after the calf, oh my God, I had mother hen syndrome worse than the cows. But it all worked out for the best. Tom Jones, you post some of your driving truck. Getting the winter on the downhill now. Yes, 69 Druth. Winter is going to be on the downhill. I think winter is, knock on wood, guys. I think winter is going to be, I'm going to make my prediction. If they can do it and get paid for it and be wrong 50% of the time, I'm going to do it free of charge, and I might be right. I believe not this weekend, but after next weekend, I believe 90% of you guys on here, we're going to see a steady incline. It's going to be a slow incline. I think you're going to see an average of 5 to 8 degrees a week. And I believe by the end of March, we're going to be peaking the 50s. I'm not giving you a prediction on rain because I have no freaking clue. Ted Kaler, what's going on, buddy? Ted and Ted's Excellent Adventures. Nice talking to you. Ted, okay. Here, I want to fill you in on what's going on. Soil samples have been sent out by them. They called me the other day. And I talked to the soil and water conservation guy. He came here yesterday. We spent like 3 hours together. And I asked him about the samples, and you are 100% correct. They do not have to be dry. That whole theory that the feed mill was telling. Sorry, I got bumped. Okay, I'll go back a couple paces. All right, soil samples basically um, do not have to be dry. You are 100% correct. So I asked him, I was like, is this going to screw my readings up? Because I already took new soil samples, did it a little bit different. I didn't go as deep, and I postmarked and sent them in a box to Cornell University myself, just so I had two different results. And the soil and water guy basically told me that for what I am testing for and what they're going to give me results back on, it shouldn't change, even if they were thoroughly air dried like they wanted them. So the results should not change, he said. But you are 100% correct. He did say you do a soil sample. Normally, basically, you can package it up and throw it out the next day. You know, as long as he said it ain't like muddy. Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? Denny's Country Life's here, guys. Denny looks like he's going to be a busy man. Looks like you're going to be building a few of them hay accumulators, plus working on your own. I do my soil samples wet. They say dry them in the oven prior to testing. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. And Mark, you'll be very happy. Me and the conservation guy or soil guy, we talked about frost seeding. And as soon as I said frost seeding, he got a big smile on his face. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I went down to the mill, told him what I was going to be doing, told him I wanted to do some frost seeding. And basically, he looked at me and kind of laughed because he said nobody does it. And the soil and water guy said, actually, that is a perfect way to get seed in the ground, especially our area with the frosts that we get and everything like that. So, the only thing about that is, Mark, I don't think you were here earlier. We did talk, and he thinks my main concern would be first to make sure that I have the grazing pastures fully set up and done. He said, don't put the cart before the horse. Because he says, if I put the cows back over there and don't have the proper rotational grazing, he goes, they're going to annihilate the good product that we put down in there. So he says, 1, 2, 3. He said, basically, pastures set up correctly, water, and then number 3, start working on your soil and your legumes. I want to do trail cam videos. Might post one tonight. We got a couple trail cams down in the woods. Actually, they should be home. I should have brought them at the end of hunting season, and I didn't. So I'm sure the batteries are probably dead because they don't like this cold weather. It's hard on new seedlings to graze them right away. Yes, you're absolutely right. And basically, that's what he said, Brad. He goes, like I said, the most important thing is to get the pastures set up where I'm going to have the optimal grazing pattern over there. And then water, of course, because like I said, I can't let the cows go through one pasture to another to get the water because they're just annihilating one pasture over there. Basically, once they get it eaten down, it never gets caught back up. So, and the frost seeding, still gonna do it though. Me and Dan, everybody knows Dan, my buddy, talked, and then I'm gonna purchase the clover seed, and we're gonna try that little hayfield. Thought about because my mother-in-law mentioned trying to do some sorghum up there, but honestly, I don't think that we're ready to do another field this year. Totally fit a field. Um, so I really want to test. It's just shy of 2 acres, so it ain't gonna cost a whole lot. So I'm gonna get the red clover, and within the next 2 weeks, I would imagine, once the snow's gone, I can get up there and seed the red clover up there because we want to try to get some all right hay off of it this year. So that is going to be our test plot for frost seeding, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that a weekly basis. Whatever, we'll go up there, check it out, and see what it's doing. But the conservation guy thinks frost seeding is an awesome idea, and he wishes more people would do it. I've heard a lot of good results of frost seeding. It's worth trying if it's your last chance to get them in. Yep, absolutely. Seth, we got pretty nice deer. Might post today. Yeah, the deer, Minga, the deer around here. Uh, this is the first time in years that we've actually had herds of deer. Um, Everywhere you go and when you're riding around, it's anywhere's from 12 to 30 deer in a field, and that's how it used to be back in the 90s, and then it just really declined. You weren't seeing them like that. Now they're back in full force, and they are everywhere. Later, guys. Got to go to work on a video. Have a good one. Jackie, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Have a good night. Good luck with that snow. Hey, if you need to borrow my snow blower, I can FedEx it to you. Mark your knife and poly pipe in the ground with a single tooth shank for summer grazing. Yeah, actually, we have. I have one of those shanks that you can put on the front bucket of a tractor. Basically, it just bolts right on, and we can put it in that way. Or I was just gonna lay it on, or lay it on the ground, right down a fence line, and I'll be able to catch all pastures from that way. But if I do bury it, I'm not. It's not going deep. That's for sure. I'll run the rebaler backwards and bail up the snow. LOL. I figured everybody get a kick out of that. There, see, they're finally laying down. Look at that. The cat's laying in there between them. Oh, hang on. Probably a bad camera angle. Can I zoom in? Nope. Oh. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Um, my phone is getting cold, so you know what that means. It's gonna be time to say nighty night to everybody. My neighbor has miles above ground water lines for his cattle. Yeah, Brad, I'm seriously thinking maybe this year that would probably be the easiest way to do that. Um, got my hands already on a what is it? I don't know, 1,000 foot roll of a black water pipe. So, and plus, he suggested, being that the property up there is on a hilltop at one point, that to be a really good place to set up some stock tanks. And if we had to, we can gravity feed. And I already got hold of two 500-gallon tanks. Just got to pick them up. So, yeah, they are good looking calves. Thank you, Chris. I never had a feather frost seeding clover. It works great on pasture and wheat. Clover is a hard seed, so it's pretty forgiving. I work on that video. It's the Shia. Okay, I'm trying to think what else. So I learned that clover is a natural inhibitor and actually introduces nitrogen into the ground. That was one thing I learned. And then we were walking around looking at the trees because I told you guys there's 2 pastures in there that have a lot of trees. And those are going to be a slow work in progress. And I forgot what kind of trees it was. Maybe it was the pines or something like that. There was some certain trees that we had down in there. Oh, locust. He said locust is another one that introduces nitrogen. Ugh. Billy Dice. Dice. It's a legume. So, yeah, it was a very informational meeting that we had, and really looking forward to the next 2 weeks. We figured we'll meet again and come up here and basically do the same thing, but this time he'll have some actual plans set in stone after finally seeing the property and knowing my ambitions and my goals, and it's going to work out relatively well, I think. He was actually impressed with what was over there. He said it was actually a really good start for doing what I want to do. Because, like I said, we do have 4 paddocks, but we only have water in one of them. So now, if I can get water to all 4 of those, and 2 of them separate into smaller sections with temporary fence, because he is highly suggests that the bigger one there, that is the old airport runway that I try to take a first cutting of hay off of. Yeah, guys, I apologize. Usually I try to get in here, stay out with you guys for about an hour and a half. A neighbor is testing the corn that has something added to it, so it fixes its own nitrogen. Well, nitrogen's a big thing, obviously, right? I mean, that's what you want in your soil to a certain point, though, correct? But no, as I was saying, guys, if I get cut out again, I apologize. My battery is getting eat up like crazy right now. I guess it's not like in these. Let me look. 6 degrees. It's not like in the 6 degrees. So, yipper. So, guys, I think we are going to say goodnight. And I really look forward to talking to you guys really soon. I'm sure I'll be talking to you this weekend. I'll post a video probably. Sounds like good plans and work. Yeah, Mark, really good things are coming. Um, so, but guys, the phone is gonna die. So, that being said, guys, I look forward to talking to y'all.